My name is Reynold Peters, and I am the chair of the Canadian Healthcare Engineering Society for Manitoba in Canada. We would definitely recommend Greg Kettner as a keynote at other conferences. We plan on having him back. We were very lucky to have Greg Kettner speak at our chapter conference. There was connections, so many connections that were made that I never even thought would happen. Like, that's amazing. People asking me more and more across that were at the conference saying that was so good. Like, it was just so amazing. I didn't know that I would hear that much about it because the Manitoba people at the conference are normally very subdued. And I got a lot of feedback from that. So I was very happy with what transpired. So I was just very shocked at how much people were talking about it after, and even over the next week, and even up until yesterday, I'm still hearing comments about it. And I'm like, holy crap. I said, well, okay, well, that's good. I'm glad that we weren't the only ones that saw it. Felt a lot more comfortable with sitting on a Teams call or a Zoom call and talking about their mental health, because they could, if all of a sudden, they felt a little overwhelmed, they could just turn the video off. And he has such a fantastic way of being able to reach everybody with his message on how to work happy and normalize mental health conversations. With everyone going through COVID shutdowns and a complete change of how we've had to do business over the last 2 years, his talk was key. It really hit home for everyone that attended. It's not just for the faint of heart. There's a lot of people that really resounded by responding to the fantastic discussion that we had during his keynote speech. Some of the biggest takeaways from Greg's message: number one, being able to talk about it with other people and feeling comfortable with it. And also, secondly, also being able to listen to other people's and how it may affect your own mental health. Been some fantastic discussions after the keynote speech was done between our vendors in our conference trade show floor and our delegates about talking about the mental health and what we've all been going through over the last 2 years. And that's not something that we saw in the past, especially with us working in healthcare engineering. We're not always one to talk about our feelings and stuff like that. So it was a blessing to see that happening after the discussion. Some of the feedback, in addition to that, from the attendees was that, hey, when can we get Greg back? When can we hear him again? Where is he going to be next? Can we hear him next year? I think some of the discussion from some of the attendees as well was the one-on-one discussions that Greg provided to them as well. Fantastic to have that. We don't always get that with our keynote speakers, but it was fantastic to have that done. Be made to feel that it's okay. As soon as you feel like you're not alone in this, it's a different conversation.